Sophie Dean has been on medication for cystic fibrosis her whole life.
There it is, there it is.
One of those meds helps her grow. The label says the medication should stay at room temperature. And her mother, Erica, says it used to arrive with a device indicating if the medication got too hot. But when she started getting it from Express Scripts, Erica says Sophie started having terrible stomach aches.
We noticed that her BMI was dropping and dropping.
Square root is 11.
Without delivery notification, Erica says the medication could sit outside for hours in the heat after arriving in an un-air-conditioned Postal Service truck. And without a temperature indicator, Erica had no way of knowing if the medication got too hot.
We were told when she was 2 weeks old, don't even keep the enzymes in the car because they won't be as effective.
Erica says she called Express Scripts asking them to ship it differently, but was rebuffed.
We ship them exactly how the manufacturer ships them to us.
Is what they tell you.
Is what they tell me. You're not a pharmacist, ma'am. My response was that I don't have to be a pharmacist to read the bottle to know what the temperature requirement is.
Proving Sophie's failing health was due to the way her medication was delivered is nearly impossible, experts told NBC News. Nevertheless, Sophie continued to get worse, eventually getting a feeding tube.
I remember just laying on the floor and crying until there was a puddle of tears.
But like the majority of people we spoke to, Erica's insurance plan forced her to fill long-term maintenance prescriptions by mail or pay out of pocket. What was the price of this medication?
About $8,000 a month for one medicine.
In the course of our investigation, we talked to nearly 6 dozen patients who use mail-order pharmacies. They described a range of problems, including insulin, which arrived frozen or in broken vials, and refrigerated migraine medicine, which was hot to the touch.
It's really important to keep your medications that are room temperature, and that doesn't mean 90 degrees, and it doesn't mean, 40 degrees either.
NBC News reached out to all 50 state pharmacy boards, which oversee mail-order pharmacies. The vast majority don't have specific rules about how to ship medication, saying it's up to the pharmacy to ensure it's done safely.
So this is where we actually put pills in bottles.
Wendy Barnes is the president of home delivery for Express Scripts.
We average about 100,000 prescriptions out of this particular facility each day.
100,000 prescriptions?
Yes.
Barnes showed us how Express Scripts packages refrigerated medications like insulin in coolers with gel packs, but said for room temperature medications like Sophie's, no special packaging is used. Even though our investigation found that devices indicating if a package has gotten too hot or cold can cost under $1, Express Scripts told us they very rarely use them.
We're very confident that we've tested the most difficult conditions that package could endure.
The thing I really don't understand is why a temperature monitor inside the package wouldn't be good for you and good for your customers. And it's cheap.
I would never suggest that it's not a bad idea. It's just not something that we do today.
How confident can patients be that you're going to provide them with safe and effective medication?
I would say incredibly confident.
Express Scripts said that when patient issues arise, they work quickly to resolve them. Eventually, Erica did get an exception, allowing her to fill Sophie's prescriptions at a local pharmacy. And she says Sophie's issues then went away. But the experience still haunts her.
They stole a lot from us emotionally. I never got an apology. It was just too bad. Yeah, she deserves more than that. Everyone deserves more than that.
Cynthia McFadden, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.